Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Hello, Charity, Emma, Yvette, Cheryl, Marianne, Tina, Chelsea, Tim, Julie May, Lisa, Karen, and Carol and Annette. Hello, lovelies. Nice to see you all. Hello, and welcome to my journaling with what you've got. We have 1 week by 1 week, usually Sunday to Sunday is what I'm going by. And yeah, I'm basically using packaging, a little bit of paint and things like that as well, to create a wonderful journal page. And yeah, today we're doing it a little bit later, but I appreciate you guys signing up to this kind of last minute. I honestly thought that I made the event about 3 days ago, but apparently I hadn't. Or, I don't know, the app was strange. I don't know. We'll see. Usually I start each time with a kind of sky in the background, and we had lots of grey sky actually, so I think I'm going to do a grey sky to start. Hello Lisa, hi Anna, hi Kathy. And you know what, I'm just going to mix the grey sky straight onto the page. It is morning here in Japan, so it's 9 a.m. here in Japan, and it's Monday. I like Mondays actually because I like that the whole week is still ahead of me. But every time I wake up on Monday, I honestly don't know what day it is. I spend quite a while trying to work out what day it is. Laying in bed just trying to understand. Quite unceremoniously painting this grey sky. Hello Betty from Brooklyn, nice to see you. So we had a couple of castle tours, which was great. And we got to see Hikonyan, which was super, super great. It was a good week last week. I'm going to go with this kind of just as it is. So each of the different days usually start with a sky in the background. Each of the different weeks. I don't have a grey one yet, but was there a cloud? Was there a couple of little fluffy clouds maybe? Hi Sue, nice to see you. How is everybody? Are you well? I think I got a little wave just then from Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Very unceremoniously getting this paint on here. This is it says acrylic gouache. You're good. You're great. Wonderful. We got some goods and some greats. If you think I sound a little bit solemn this morning, it's nothing to do with anything. It's just that I'm not really a morning type person. I am. Like, I like the mornings, but I don't normally get up in them. Very unceremonious little fluffs of clouds here. There we go. I think grey rainy day is conveyed. Your husband said I sound tired. Yeah, that's because it is the morning. My mum said when she came on this tour before, she said, "You sound really worn out, Kendall. Are you okay? You should get some rest." And I'm like, "Mum, you don't wake up in the morning. You don't do the morning. Remember, we are a night owl family. So I don't just sound tired. I sound like someone who's just woken up, which is a fact." So there it is. What can I say? It is the truth. Hi, Camillo. In contrast, if you come on my tours that are in my evening, by golly, I've got more energy than any of you guys would have if it was the evening. So, blah. So there. I've got some fun things I collected. I found this. Actually, I think this was from a while back, but I kind of want to use it. It says, "Can't believe it's been a year already." And I had something that, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that's in relation to like cherry blossoms being here again and things like that. I don't know if there's calls for having more cute little animal stickers, so don't know if I can rightly add them. Has to find some kind of relevance. Hi Evie, Camillo, Becky, nice to see you. Hi Sinead. That's how you spell Sinead, isn't it? Got some little hearts and things. This was from some chocolate I ate, of course. I eat a lot of cake. Chocolate. Cake. I want cake. I eat a lot of chocolate. I just do. But I'm thinking these little hearts could fill in somewhere. It was my final grandparents' funeral last week. So let's get some hearts for my grandparents. Kind of want to rip it. Okay. It's a cut. It's going to be a cut. Little orange one. How are you guys doing? If you don't talk, I'm going to think you're tired too. I think we should get Hikonian in on this journal this time. Thank you, Marianne. Me too. Marianne says, sorry for your loss. Me too. But nothing I can do about it now. It's just about to sound like Eeyore. Nothing I can do about it. I've got glue today. Isn't that cool? Normally, recently I've been forgetting the glue or forgetting where it is. Right. This one I think we need for a different page. This ticket. Kind of keep the tickets and things. And that one too. This one was for garden. And this one for a house. Technically this one's from the week before. And we saw some plum blossoms. Okay, this is part of a little snack that I'm going to take to Tokyo to for when I go and see Heygo. I'm also going to meet the guides, Yusuke and Heygo, because they live in Tokyo. And tonight, after I finish work, I'm going off to Tokyo. Pretty excited. But I'm going to meet Yusuke just for lunch, not for a Heygo tour or anything. And he suggested something that made me feel gross and scared. He said, shall we eat funazushi? And I thought, what on earth? Why does he want to eat fermented fish with me? Why, of all things? So I told him my favorite food is vegetables and fruits and sweets. And he said, let's eat funazushi. He couldn't have picked something further from what I'd said that I like. I didn't know if it was some kind of joke, but based on the way Japanese people are, I'm assuming that probably wasn't a joke. And I said, I'm really sorry. You can't. I said, I'm really sorry, but I live in the land of funazushi, which is fermented fish. It's a speciality. It's the delicacy out here in Shiga. I said, I'm really sorry, but I don't want that. But you know what I'll do? I'll bring you some funazushi. So if you really, really want funazushi, let me bring it to you, because I'll bring it from the land of where it belongs, you know. And I told Eriko, I said, look, I'm buying some funazushi. I'm buying it for Yusuke. I want to know if I needed to keep it in the fridge or if I can put it or if I can leave it out of the fridge, because it is fermented and it is vacuum packed and sealed. And guess what she said? She said it's probably fine not in the fridge because of it being fermented. And she said, please don't buy me any. And I laughed and I said, I'm way ahead of you. I would never bring that to you. Don't you worry, lovely. Don't you worry. But this is lovely Erica, right? Lovely Erica, who, I don't know, you think she might just accept a gift and things because she's just kind of polite. Erica has said to me, please don't bring funazushi. I think that's funny. I think so. Let's stick this one up here. I think I'm going to get a little Heconian in here today. She is lovely, that's true. Marianne says she's lovely like you, which is very kind of you. Tired Monday tomorrow, back to work. That's all right. The start of a whole new week, Karen. That's all right. You know what? I think many people wouldn't do a tour in their morning like this. But I live alone, so usually we can get started with our voices and things in the morning if we talk to people. But I live alone and I don't talk to myself. So a lot of people do, but I don't have any pets and I don't have any inclination to chat to myself. So I don't. I realised I could have got my voice started if I was chatting to myself a little or a lot. So sorry. Gone midnight. Are you in the UK, Julie May? Hello, Gregory. Nice to see you. Right, I got these sinful, horrible, bad lucks, actually. Let me show you. I went to Hikone Castle and look what I got. I got these horrible bad lucks. Your splurge leads to a dead end. Only regret left unless you fix that bad habit. Getting boring repeating the same things. Do wisely if you flirt. Stay away from guys being really nice to you. There might be a catch. Stop your bar hopping. It's just too much. No matter how hard you pretend to have a good life, everyone knows the truth. Isn't this mean? It says, if you get a lucky charm, wrap it with a white handkerchief and set it under a pillow. Sorry in case you don't find it. And for me, if you get a super unlucky charm, glue it into your journal. So I went back the second time and got myself another one. Yep, just got little bad luck. Great. Ready? Wish. How you behave in daily life dictates if your wish comes true. Pretend to be a good person. Love. Your presence isn't good enough, but hang in there without standing out in a negative way. Work. Make sure if the current situation is really okay for you by facing yourself. Health. Neck pain due to your smartphone use in poor posture on bed. Change it regularly. SNS, so social media. Never show your private on social media. Just use it for your business. Yep, Gregory, you guys substitute very well for me not having a pet, or not talking to myself. So what am I going to do? Get these in here. Yeah, maybe at the top like that. I got some... I wonder if I can still use this ticket one day. Maybe I'll keep that one in case I can still use it one day. And I'm going to put this ticket in here. This is from the garden I went to. Special garden. I'm going to do a little drawing or something after. Painting, maybe over here. I can sort of staple things together. And I could also put things, squeeze them down. When was Girls' Day? 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, but I do know that this can go in this page. Keep a hold of those. Okay. can get this kind of in the background. Then I can put paint Heygo over the top, and then it will look just like he's in the castle. You know what? I'm going to cut a little bit. Well, what I did with the first bad luck, because Gregory says, have you established that the rotten luck and rubbish luck isn't cumulative and you suffer a double whammy? What I did with the first bad luck is I thought it sounded like it belonged to Rio, so I sent it to Rio, and he said, oh my God, it's like me. And I said, yeah, so this is your bad luck. And what I did with the second bad luck, the rubbish one, is I just laughed at it. So laugh in the face of bad luck. Hi, Courtney. Nice to see you. Hi, Denny. So who else here makes journals? I normally write a journal, but this year I've been making it. Lisa optimistically says, bad luck gives the opportunity of improvement. For sure. So it's a beautiful sunny day here in Shiga, Japan, but I looked at the forecast for Tokyo. Well, I'm going to wake up in Yokohama tomorrow after a night bus. I looked at the weather forecast and it just says rain for the whole week. So the shoes I was going to take are suede. I will not be taking the lovely suede shoes. Oh, Karen says, I do, thanks to you. I'm being more creative. Well, I'm happy to take credit for your creativity, your creative moments, rather. Okay, this little guy's going up here, definitely. And then I'm going to paint Heygo over the front because he's the cutest. Oh, Marianne says, yes, laugh and turn the page, as my special uncle used to say. Lovely. Mary Lou says, same here, only ours is snow. I'm not sure I understand the relevance of that. I'll try and remember. And Emma says, I try to do both, but have been a little lazy recently. Me too, Emma. Returned from a week in Bristol with germs. Is that my future? I'm from Bristol, so I'm going to be going to Bristol this year. Finally getting to visit my home again. But I bet that's my fate. But I'm going to go get some germs in Bristol. Bristol. Check it's got folding capabilities. I talked about rain, you talked about snow. We had a great warm week and I checked our coming weather and it's snow for at least 2 weeks, not rain like you. Oh, thank you very much, lovely. Well, there's that, huh? I've got this little sushi card I really want to add, but I didn't eat any sushi. But I thought it would be really cool to write some things in this little thing. We'll see, but maybe I have to save it for another time. It's got a little fish on one side. I don't really eat sushi or anything, so maybe it's not meant to go in there. Also, I bought a new backpack. How did that get ripped? I bought a new backpack and I want to put that in there. Oh, no way. I'll bring germs back wherever I go, don't worry. Oh my goodness. She's prone. She's germ prone. Right. This here. I got this little, somebody gave me somebody gave me a little present of a little handkerchief. She gave me the present of the handkerchief. I don't know her. She put it in my post box because someone else that she knew is in this building. My friend Marcel, she's moving away. She's moving to Kobe, or she's moving to North Osaka, but she'll be working in Kobe, so jealous. But the lady left me a present because I helped her. I helped a stranger, but I helped her as if she was my friend, which is something I have a tendency to do. And she's repaid me by giving me a lovely present, so that's a reminder of that. I helped her find a teacher for her daughter. I wanted the teacher to be me, but it turns out our schedules just don't add up. So I offered the job to another friend. I offered it to a couple, but one of them was a perfect match. So there you go. That's me. That's the kind of thing I'm likely to do. Where should I sneak this bad luck? Yeah. Shall I show it to you after? I might be able to show you the thingy. Ugh. Oh, I think it tells you, this is really interesting. I might be wrong, but I think it tells you what shrine you can go to if you want to. It tells you what shrine you can find the god that's related to it. So that maybe you could go and ask for forgiveness. Hi, Francis. Right. Did anyone do yoga with Delena this morning? Mai this morning. Her tonight. We both live in Japan. Get this one up over here. I'm going to get ready to paint a Kekonian. You know what? Sometimes there doesn't need to be any words written down. Maybe I should write words? I don't know. From little snacks that I'm going to take to Eriko. Lovely. She is a very good teacher, yeah. Oh, nice. Marianne says, I did one of her classes, very good teacher. And Mary Lou says, I catch her yoga during the week and I do what I can. Now, I've got some little photographs. I want to put a little photograph in here. I actually added these photographs last week, but I actually finished teaching these little girls this week. So I might add a little picture of them. Yeah. Okay, we're going to paint a lovely Hikonian after. I'm going to paint it over this bit. I'm going to maybe put this dynamite sticker my friend made in the book as well, because why not? If I can open it, it's handmade, so the sticky is different to usual stickies. But it's got great messages on it. The little things you something means so much to something. I like the way you something care about others and admire your generous spirit. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. The wonderful times we shared together shall always something in my heart. What a lovely back of sticker. This is the sticker my friend made. What a lovely back of sticker that is. Even the backs of stickers are lovely where I live. Even the backs of stickers. Right, just a second. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use scissors to help me get through it. I'm just behind you guys. Okay. And I got a special thing that I'm going to add after. I'm going to add blossoms. I've got something in mind for adding blossoms to the page. And these over here, something up here. Yeah. I think I'm going to staple this one in. So actually, mine is a bit focused on emotions and things. A little bit, but more like with imagery, memory. Emma says, this is gorgeous, so many fab ideas. I usually just focus on emotions, which I think can make me dwell a bit too much. It's good to be able to explore other ideas. Well, before I paint the next bit, let me just remind you guys from my other pages last week. So sometimes I do write things too. This week was sweet. I had chocolate at Damonte in Shigaraki. I made lemon curd for Lavender Club. I ate cherry and peach. Cherry and peach gummies. I got cherry blossom nails. I met cute babies. I had a girls' day party. I made purple risotto. True, true, true. And sometimes no words. Sometimes words in different ways. I think I wrote some words up in this one. And I made some pockets sometimes. You can use tea bag packets to make pockets too. Or the corners of envelopes if your friends send you things. Sometimes some writing. Little Heconian stamp. Let's get a zoomy zoom on that. Look, isn't that so cute? So cute. Well, even though I only made this tour 9 or 10 hours ago, I've got 26 of you here, so thank you very much for being here. Because I thought I wouldn't, but you know what I do? I fill my tours in the gaps. So if I notice there's a gap, then I'll fill it. I've got a new idea for this, okay? I'm going to put another sticker on, but I'm only going to half unpeel it. And I think I'm going to half unpeel it and then leave it there with the bottom bits still attached. Hi, Wen, nice to see you. How are you? I'm trying to unsticky the sticker behind me. So I have to, some things you just need to put under your nose to make them work properly. So I did it. Oh, Mary Lou has very kindly said, I never get tired of watching you create. It amazes me every time. It's very sweet of you. I'm going to cut this along here. And then this bit is staying as a little tab. Oops, sorry. This bit's staying as a little tab. And then there's a bit of this that's broken. So what I'm going to do is put this cute little guy over it. So it's kind of like a sticky tab. There we go. Bumblebee on the other side. That seems like a good thing to do, doesn't it? Yeah, Bumblebee on the other side. Of course. So I'll probably make the listing again for the next version of this to be on Saturday night next week, maybe. And then I think on Sunday, I'm going to take you to see the deer in Nara. Blossoms and deer. And later that day, I'll meet my partner there. And he wants to eat the deer. And they are delicious, but I don't think you're meant to eat the ones that are in Nara. Right, here we go. I've made a little tab out of a sticker on one side. Has it really been an age? Yeah, I'll take you there. Don't worry. We'll go see some cutie pies. I've never done the deer tour, so it should be nice. And with cherry blossoms, it should be extra special, right? Okay, I'm going to do a bit of painting in here, but also I've got some little blossoms I want to add. Let me see if you can see just over here. Here I've got a little pile of blossoms that these lovely girls, they cut out and they put in an envelope and they left it for me as a kind of awful surprise that ended up all over my bed. So I thought the blossoms can finally go into my sketchbook, especially because when we went to see the weeping plum blossoms this last week, they had all flown off the trees and the wind was blowing the last of them. Confetti is evil. Marianne, so Mary Lou says, both sound like great ideas. Shirley has just joined. Hello, Shirley. Danette's given a heart, and Marianne's given 3 emojis of little deers, which is apt. So here's the Heconian I'm going to use. We're going to paint this Heconian, and I'm hoping that this castle here, Heconia Castle, and my Heconian kind of have the same vibe. So let's get our Heconians into action. Okay, and then after I'm going to put blossoms on the page, and then we'll call it a day. Now, I'm in a really tricky situation this month because my internet provider company sucks, just sucks. I hate them, and I don't want to be with them. I've had to be with them because I'm foreign, and I haven't had a good visa, but I'm hoping I can not have them anymore. And I might even have Erica might go and help me get myself a normal contract here in Japan. But they have stolen 30 gigabytes of internet from me. I don't want any advice. I don't want anyone saying, surely this, surely that. I'm just telling you, they've stolen 30 gigabytes of internet from me, which makes my tour guiding life very difficult, especially as cherry blossoms come. So I'm not very happy with them at all. At not even one little bit. Basically just annoyed at them. So I don't really know why I said that, but I am annoyed and I really want to do lots more tours. I'm hoping I don't have to cancel tours towards the end of the month. It really sucks. And thank you, Danette. You know, I've been trying to teach people, if you don't know what to say, someone's told you something and you feel like you can help them and, you know, you don't need to give them advice, but you want to impart your advice. You don't have to do that. You know what you can say? Just say, that sucks. Because sometimes the best thing you can say is, that sucks, because it's true. It does suck. It just sucks. And they use up a lot of time in my head with their annoyingness. So keep calm, paint a Heconian, and carry on, I say. So I'm using gouache because it will go over the other things very nicely. Although I might need to top that up a little bit. There we go. I definitely, unsolicited advice is no longer advice. I just don't want it. I don't want people telling me, have you tried, have you? No, I don't actually, thank you, because you don't know how much time I've invested into it. So leave me alone. Trust I've done my best. I know you think, I'd just like to hear it. No, I don't care. Sorry. I don't care. I'm not in the mood for your advice. And some people need to learn that. Carol says that's not nice. Mary Lou says, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you very much. And it can just be heard. I can feel listened to, and it can be done. Mary Lou said it was sad to see the blooms on the ground. Mary Lou, do you mean the camellia that we saw? We saw lots of camellia all over the ground in that memorial tour I did. Did you feel it was sad, lovely? I thought it was quite graceful the way they had fallen from the trees. And they seemed like they were meant to be where they fell for me. Marianne says, hold on to your boundaries. I like that. Hold on to your boundaries. I get so many people saying, I was just trying to help, and I get it, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you were just trying to help if I tell you what my boundaries are. You don't have to know why I've got them, but you do have to, if you want to be my friend, you do have to respect that I've got them. And I, in turn, so I used to be, as I'm sure you can imagine, an enthusiastic interrupter. So when I would hear people talking and telling me things about their day and their life, I would very excitedly say, oh, yeah, me too, and this and that and that. And you know what? I recognized over time that just because I've got the information Doesn't mean I get to impart it on everybody. Sometimes you just have to listen. And now, because I'm very good at dishing out advice as well. I've got lots of it. I've got a lot of life experiences, and I've got a good head on my shoulders, as I'm told by so many. I've got plenty of advice to give. But now what I say to people is, if you would like any advice, let me know. And about 50% of the time, they say, sure, I could really use some. And the other 50% of the time, they say thank you. And they know that I've got that space for them to come and ask me anytime. And no breath is wasted, and no one feels smaller than they needed to feel, and it's all good. So rather than telling people things these days, making accidental assumptions, I try not to do that. I try to ask people things, because who knows how many others they've told a story, and who knows if they're ready. So I try to be an asker, not a teller these days. Look at the little stomach on this cute little Heconian that I'm painting. I'm reminded of Pulp Fiction with the lady who says, I think pot bellies are sexy. And she just wants a little pot belly. I've got a feeling Sarah and Rebecca are not in this chat. I just realised, not necessarily talking about pot bellies, but that means they probably want to be here. Hello, Linda. Dinner's over. Exactly. The word no is a complete sentence. That's true. It is absolutely true. Right. We get a little Heconian in here. Okay. So how do you guys feel about the Heygo point system and map going? We played with that for a month or two, right? 2 months maybe? How do you guys feel about it going? Let me know. I'm interested. Hi VS, nice to see you. Okay, gonna get some red for his little helmet. Never figured it out. Well, you know what? If you've got any coins left at the moment, you can go and plant trees with them. One of the options is plant trees. So I recommend you guys go and use your coins that you've collected by accident to plant trees. I think you can plant 10 in a day if you're smart about it. Okay, lovely. Carol and Annette are happy to see the points go. You know what? I bought some cool stuff with it. I bought vouchers and things, so I got a bit of money out of it, which is cool. And actually, I like the pedometer nature of it, walking around gathering points, but it doesn't really matter. And what I would rather is that they look after what they've got if they're going to do any upgrading and things of the website. Oh, excuse me. That sneeze probably sounds like I made up a sneeze, doesn't it? Lisa says, I have a firm policy that if it doesn't suit or apply for me, I don't engage. Love it. Oh, Mary Lou has over 1,200 coins and was saving for something to bid on. I'm sorry, lovely. They say they won't go anywhere. What I would do, Mary Lou, is get a screenshot of them to prove that you had them, just in case. But they said that the amount that you had won't go anywhere, but who knows what they'll do with them. But if you complain and you say, look, you promised me this thing, I saved up this thing, then if enough people do it, they might come up with a smart thing someone can do with so many points. I hope they don't fill it up with something better. I hope they use it to tidy up what they're doing. For example, since the very beginning of the sponsorship, I've been asking them to make it so that only my active sponsors have a pink band around them. But they haven't done it, and I've sent about 6 emails about it. So I personally would like to see things like that fixed. Existing things that affect me as a guide. Oh, nice. Linda was doing a lot of the tree donations the other day. Look, if this was just a big old scam to get us to plant a bunch of trees, then I'm okay with that. So basically, we, just in case a couple people are watching this on YouTube, hello to Dave, hello to Karen, people who like to watch my tours on Catch Up. And by the way, you can watch all, what is this, the 10th or 11th week? You can watch all of the journaling sessions on YouTube if you like, whenever you're ready. They're all available there. But it was a thing that when we use Heygo and walk around, we gather coins, basically, a bit like, I don't know, Pokemon Go or something. And we could use them to buy things or bid on things. The things we buy were like coupons and stuff, so they worked with different companies. But they're getting rid of the point system soon. So we're doing one of the options that was to plant trees. The difference between an active sponsor and an inactive sponsor is that for me personally, so I'm appreciative of everyone who has been my sponsors ever. However, I send physical things to my sponsors. I send cards that I've made, and it's way too expensive for me to send physical things to everyone who ever was my sponsor. So I actually generally just send it to either people that have written to me or my active sponsors. So for me, I want to know that. And also I want to address my active sponsors in the tours a little extra, because some of them have been sponsoring me right since the beginning. And it helps me to see which ones. But for example, some people sponsored on the very first month or the first and second month and then stopped sponsoring thereafter, but they still show up as if they're active sponsors. And with many people have quit sponsorship with me lately, not for any bad reason, but just because they just wanted to do it for a month, and that's more than okay. They wanted to get the special Christmas card I was making or the special New Year's card, and that's fine. Anyone who sponsors for the 1 month, they can have their special card. But of course, time and money are the costs for me. So I just want to have it so my active sponsors are the ones that are clear to me. And Heygo has promised they'll be sorting it. But I've got a bit bored of asking. So for me, that's the difference. But in terms of your value to me, you're all equal. Even Voyagers too. But these days, we don't always get that many tips on Heygo, or at least I don't, because I'm not a bloke living in Europe. So my sponsors, the ones that have and continue to sponsor me, mean a lot, because otherwise I can't keep doing it, because I gotta pay bills, even just stupid internet bills, on a phone and stuff like that. That's all right, lovely. You can always ask anything you like. For starters, I've got an answer for everything, which annoys some people, and I find it very funny. But also, no question is a stupid question. Totally fair question there. Oh, thanks. I've got a little something. Oh, got a little something for Danette here. I might have put everyone's in the wrong. Oh no, I haven't. Here we go. So Danette keeps ordering the cards that I make. So here's a look at cards for. Oh, Danette, you're seeing sneaky little rabbits that I'm sending you to. So Danette has been purchasing my cards every week from YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry. My cards every week from Etsy. These are printed cards that I make. So some people are kind of like honorary sponsors, you know. Like Danette doesn't do it through Heygo, but she does support me in the way that she can financially. You all being here is supporting me. Please don't feel as if I'm dismissing your attendance here. That's not true at all. Oh, thanks, Linda. Linda says, I actually love how very honest you are about the situations. I try to be, because I've been making art to sell for 12, 14 years or so. And people don't realize, they think, oh, she's doing something nice, she's doing something fun. She doesn't necessarily need to be paid for it. But I do, actually. And just like, you know, people making videos for us to watch, of making movies and things for us to watch on Netflix or anything, they need to eat and they need to pay for electric. They need to do all the things that anyone who's doing a, I don't know, computer-based job needs to. So it is a personal goal of mine to explain worth. However, I'm from a poor family and I know what it's like to not have money, even while being in Japan. I know very well what it's like to not have money, so I do not force it out of everybody. I want everyone to be here, looking after their mental health, being social, doing whatever you like. In contrast, Danette says, I want all the money to go to you. That's kind. But also, without Heygo, we wouldn't be together. So it is important to support Heygo too. And tipping and sponsoring lets Heygo know that you like what I'm doing, which is good, and also allows me to continue having this platform to do such a thing on. Carol very kindly says, you have such a good and open heart. Thank you. Cognan Bell. It's turned green, but I'm okay with that. Thanks, Shirley. You know what? Some people don't talk about financial situations and money and things. And I find that the people who get uncomfortable when I mention money, I think this is very interesting. And this is not against any type of person, but I think it's very interesting. The people who get most uncomfortable with it is men. Even other male guides on Heygo, I've talked to them about certain things, even just saying how much I make or have, or vice versa, on Heygo, and they know very well they get more much easily, and it makes them feel uncomfortable, which I think is a fascinating insight. I don't say it to make them feel uncomfortable. I say it in a matter-of-fact way, but then notice that they've become uncomfortable, so I stop to protect them. But yeah, thank you so much, Shirley, for that tip. And Linda says, I told my art club that Kendall is my favourite contemporary artist. I'll take that. Contemporary artist. Sounds pro. Okay, I might need a smaller brush for this little guy's little face. Dragon Snack Heather has got an office that's mostly stuff from me too. Get this little Iconian in. It doesn't all have to be perfect. Well, this Iconian I've painted looks a lot more energetic than the one that we saw last week, right? Because I think there was an older person in the Hikonian suit. I told my students that my dream job is to become Hikonian. And they laughed at me. And they're like, what do you mean? Hikonian is a cat. Hikonian is a mascot. So I drew a picture of Hikonian, and then I drew a picture of a person inside the suit of Hikonian. And they're like, oh. In fact, I'll show it to you in a second. That's true. Hikonian was a sleepy kitty looking for a good sunbeam that day. Who is B? Do you mean who is he? And hello, Brian. Hikonian is this little cat. Hikonian. It's the mascot of Hikone Castle. And super cute, just full stop. Now, I could do an outline in black to make it look a bit more like the picture. I don't know. I think the point is conveyed. What do you think? Please vote. Outline in black, yes or no? Oopsie. Make him pop. You guys are like, Kendall, we want to stay with you. Please keep talking. Here's the gift that someone gave me, by the way. This lovely, sweet. How did they know that I like yellow? Maybe they were told. Maybe they were tipped off. This is lemon yellow, but that's what this came from. And do you want to see the picture that I drew for the kids to explain to them that I want to be Hikonian when I'm older? Here, I'll just cover the kids' names a little bit. This is the picture I drew to convey my dream of becoming Hikonian. They're like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, like this. You like it as is. Well, I know for a fact it's going to look better if I put an outline on it, but it's also going to be a little bit difficult. But we've got 2 for yes, 3 for yes, 4 for yes, and then 3 for no, and 1 for an in-between. Okay, it's a yes, I think. That's 1 more point for yes. Okay, let's give it a go. And hopefully I don't ruin it. Ugh. So you're going to hear concentration, Kendall, now. So I'm going to be an oil painter. I've decided. I dropped about $200 on oil paints. And I haven't even started oil painting yet, and I had an oil painting dream last night. Destiny. I've never done it before, but I'm looking forward to it. I've got to get that sweet spot in time before the humidity comes out in Japan. So if it gets too humid, I guess I can't have oil paints drying. Well, this is difficult. No more watercolors. I didn't say no more watercolors. Just I'm going to start oil painting. You can miss the watercolor tools all you like, but I've been working 3 jobs. I've been exhausted. I'd love to bring them back. The same with my Heygo travel journaling, but I've got an exhibition coming up in 2 months, so I've got to prioritize that. And I'd like to do primarily oil painting for that. I'm going to try and give it a go. But I put on an awful load of tours. I've done about 460 tours in just a year, in just 13 months. And of course, there's been lots of seasonal things outside. So when it gets too hot in the summer, I can't actually do the tours outside because it's too hot for the phone. And that's when I'll swap back to the painting tours. So they'll be back, don't worry. And there'll be a lot of painting tours in the run-up. So you guys can probably get to see my oil painting journey with me. And you know what? When it comes to oil painting, I would like advice, please. So if you see me trying and it's not going so well or something, just give me some advice. Watercolors is one of your retirement goals. That's going to be sooner rather than later, isn't it? That's not a comment on Linda's age. She looks incredibly young. But she is retiring soon. And Linda, I have a special request, I'd like to create a Harry Potter tour for you. It's going to have to be from my home because of the filming legalities, but basically I'd like to do a full proper tour of Universal Studio Japan and its Harry Potter area for you. So I'll be coming to you to find out a date. As soon as I can. If you'd like. She said, oh yes, please. Okay. It's coming together. I guess it depends on your style, but I think it does look better with a black outline. But I like a very graphic style sometimes. So I'm hoping you guys get ideas for overlapping stuff, like not trying to be too precious about what is underneath where you'd like to put a picture or stick a receipt or something. It's okay to cover stuff over. Okay, I guess it will be time to go in a moment. Not looking at the screen just yet, but I will in a minute. So I made a really cute video I'm going to put on YouTube later, so do check me out on linktr.ee/MissKendalJames, and you can see the video that I'm going to upload of another adorable mascot. It's going to be quite something. Thank you. Yeah, he's popping now. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Cute, huh? A little bit rough and ready, but that's what's going to happen if I'm doing it upright like that. If anyone can share a little link to linktr.ee/MissKendalJames, I would be very, very grateful. I'm going to add the blossoms in just a second. And then everyone can check me out on Etsy and YouTube and other things. It's amazing I was wrong. Thanks, Emma. He just stole the page with all of his cuteness. That's my life goal, to steal the page with adorability. My life goal too. If there's bad luck in, I'm actually going to staple the bad luck here after. And it's going to fold over a little bit. But so I don't worry too much about covering over Heykonyan. And then I'm going to staple it. So next time you'll see it, but it's a bit too oh, it goes there too. It's a bit too wet right now, of course, but let's also get some blossoms in, huh? Thank you, Linda. She says I do steal the room with adorability. Linda's my chief supporter of adorability. Okay. Right. I was just going to lower that, and then what I want to do for blossoms, one second. You like it behind the backpack? Well, I don't, because it's falling out all the time. It's really annoying me. But I can put a little something. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm leaving it there for now. For now, I want to clip something here. Oh no. Oh. Oh, you know what I did? I went in, I stapled 2 pages together. Don't worry, I'll fix that later. Here, I'm going to use this clip for now until it learns some manners and stays closed. Okay, right. You're up high. What I'm going to do is flow some blossoms in and around. I have an idea for flowing blossoms. Okay. Okay, and we've got loads of blossoms. Yeah, this is glue. I've got a little handful down here of blossoms. So I'm going to sprinkle some in and around. These are blossoms that some little girls gave me that went all over my bed and my carpet and my sanity for the day. But I figured they should go in the book, especially as if it was the last time I taught them. Here we go. So if you guys get time to leave a review, I would appreciate that. If I find you suddenly are a sponsor, I'll be delighted with that. If you want to join me on future tours, that would be wonderful. I've got tons of different ones. These journal pages are also a nice little recap of the tours I've been on a little bit as well. So I hope you'll experience that with us. Oh, I need something. Here it is. Oh, I've literally just sprinkled blossoms all over my room. I've got some tweezers. This requires more focus than the painting. Strange. Oh, thank you, Cheryl and Linda. Hi, Rosemary. I can relate. I used to like glitter until I worked in student affairs. Haha. Good night. See you on your tours tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, it's Kendall Day tomorrow. Who's coming to Yokohama? It's going to be cool. My first time there. I'm very excited. I'm going to be by the sea, everybody. I love being by the sea. But it might be raining. But then the tours, I think, will sound quite nice. If there's a little bit of rain. Okay. Here we go. It's going well. All the blossoms that aren't on my floor are in the book. Hopefully the glue holds out so they don't just end up on all of my floors in my future. We'll see. There we go. Blossoms have arrived. Reminiscent of the memorial tour I did to say goodbye to my grandparents and all of you guys as friends and loved ones of the past. There we go. Let me get it upright again. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I sell my cards. They're on my Etsy shop, MissKendalJames. Etsy.com/shop/MissKendalJames. So linktr.ee/MissKendalJames is where you can find a link to all of those. So yeah, you can buy my cards online as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope you like it. It's all too wet for me to fold the page right now. But yeah, I hope you had a nice time, got some good ideas. No writing this time, but that's all right. That's okay. I could write something. I don't know. Just leave it. All right. Thank you. I'm glad you got in part of it as well. It has been a lot of fun to create the other pages, but yes, I can't open it fully for you right now because of my gluey page. But collect your rubbish, people. Just collect it. Stick it in a book. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. You love how the blossoms turned out. Lovely. Thanks. Me too. Ta-ra.